Welcome to our exploration of projectile motion in human movement biomechanics. In this video, we'll break down the fascinating world of linear kinematics, focusing on how projectiles behave and the factors that influence their trajectories. Whether you're new to biomechanics or looking to deepen your understanding, this journey will clarify how gravity and air resistance shape the motion of objects in flight. Let's start by defining what a projectile is and why its motion is so important in both science and everyday life. Get ready to see how simple principles explain complex movements. Projectile is any body in free fall, influenced only by gravity and air resistance. This means that once an object is launched, thrown, or dropped, it follows a path determined by these two forces alone. Think of a basketball shot, a soccer ball kicked, or even a person diving into a pool. Each of these examples involves a projectile in motion. Understanding this concept is crucial because it allows us to predict and analyze the movement of objects in sports, engineering, and daily activity. Let's see how these forces interact to create the familiar curved paths we observe. Fully understand projectile motion, we need to analyze its horizontal and vertical components separately. The vertical component is affected by gravity, causing the object to accelerate downward. In contrast, the horizontal component remains unaffected by gravity, maintaining a constant velocity unless air resistance is significant. This separation helps us predict how far a projectile will travel and how high it will go. By breaking down motion into these two directions, we can solve complex problems with simple equations, making it easier to understand and apply in real-world scenarios. Imagine two balls. One is dropped straight down and the other is launched horizontally from the same height. Surprisingly, both balls hit the ground at the same time. This happens because gravity affects their vertical motion equally regardless of their horizontal speed. This classic demonstration shows that the time it takes for a projectile to fall depends only on its initial vertical position in gravity, not on how fast it moves horizontally. This principle is fundamental in biomechanics and physics, helping us understand everything from jumping athletes to falling objects. Before diving deeper, let's clarify some key terms. In projectile motion, we often refer to displacement, velocity, acceleration, and trajectory. Displacement is the change in position, velocity is the speed and direction of motion, and acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. The trajectory is the path the projectile follows. Understanding these terms helps us communicate and solve problems more effectively. As we proceed, keep these definitions in mind. They're the building blocks of kinematic analysis. Projectile motion can be simplified by treating it as two separate rectilinear motions, one horizontal and one vertical. The horizontal motion experiences zero acceleration, meaning the speed stays the same. The vertical motion, however, is constantly accelerated by gravity. This approach allows us to use straightforward equations for each direction, making calculations easier and more intuitive. By understanding this separation, we can analyze everything from a thrown ball to a long jumper's leap with greater clarity. Let's visualize the concept with two balls, one dropped from rest and another given a horizontal push. In a series of images taken at equal time intervals, both balls remain at the same height at any instant, showing that gravity affects them equally. The ball with horizontal velocity covers more ground, but both fall at the same rate. Notice how the horizontal distance between the yellow ball's positions remains constant, highlighting the unchanging horizontal velocity. This visual reinforces the independence of horizontal and vertical motions in projectile movement. The horizontal direction, acceleration is zero, so the velocity remains constant throughout the motion. The position of the projectile in the x direction can be calculated using the equation equals ZO plus Vox t, where ZO is the initial position, Vox is the initial horizontal velocity, and t is time. This equation assumes no air resistance, which is a common simplification in basic projectile problems. Understanding this helps us predict how far a projectile will travel horizontally, a key factor in many sports and engineering applications. Vertical motion, gravity causes a constant downward acceleration. The equations for vertical velocity and position are y equals void gt and y equals yo plus void t a half gt2. Here void is the initial vertical velocity, yo is the initial vertical position, g is the acceleration due to gravity 9.81 ms2, and t is time. These equations allow us to calculate how high a projectile will rise and how long it will stay in the air. Only two of these three equations are needed for any given problem. Let's apply these equations to a real example. Suppose a ball is launched with a certain speed and angle. By breaking the initial velocity into horizontal and vertical components, we can use the equations to find how far the ball travels and how long it stays in the air. For instance, with an initial speed of 10 ms at a 30-degree angle, we calculate the horizontal and vertical velocities, then use the equations to find the time of flight and the distance covered. This step-by-step approach makes complex motions manageable. Continuing with our example, we find the velocity components at the point where the ball lands. The horizontal velocity remains unchanged, while the vertical velocity changes due to gravity. By plugging in the values, we see that the ball's horizontal velocity is about 8.66 ms, and its vertical velocity just before landing is ms. The total velocity can be found using the Pythagorean theorem. The horizontal distance traveled is then calculated, showing how these equations work together to describe projectile motion. Gravity is the key force that shapes projectile motion. Near the Earth's surface, gravity produces a constant acceleration of minus 9.81 meters per second squared. This steady pull causes projectiles to follow curved paths, rising and then falling back down. Whether you're throwing a ball or jumping, gravity ensures that your motion is always curved, not straight. Understanding gravity's effect is essential for predicting and controlling projectile trajectories in sports, engineering, and daily life. Vertical velocity of a projectile changes in a symmetrical pattern about the apex, or highest point of its trajectory. As the projectile rises, its vertical velocity decreases due to gravity reaching zero at the peak. As it falls, the velocity increases in the opposite direction. This symmetry means the time to rise to the apex equals the time to fall back down. Recognizing this pattern helps in solving problems and understanding the motion of projectiles in various contexts. The apex or peak of a projectile's flight, the vertical velocity is exactly zero. This instant marks the transition between rising and falling. The projectile's horizontal velocity remains unchanged, but gravity has slowed the vertical component to a stop before pulling it back down. Understanding the apex is crucial for calculating maximum height and total flight time, especially in sports like basketball or volleyball where reaching the highest point is key. Several factors influence the trajectory of a projectile, including initial velocity, launch angle, height of release, and air resistance. The initial speed and angle determine how far and high the projectile will travel. The height from which its launch can extend its flight time, while air resistance can slow it down and shorten its range. By adjusting these factors, athletes and engineers can optimize performance and accuracy in various applications. Initial velocity of a projectile is a combination of its speed and direction at the moment of launch. A higher initial velocity generally means the projectile will travel farther and reach a greater height. The direction or angle of launch also plays a critical role. By analyzing these components, we can predict and control the outcome of projectile motion in everything from sports to engineering designs. Angle at which a projectile is launched determines its path. A 45-degree angle typically gives the maximum range for a given speed, assuming no air resistance. Lower angles produce flatter, shorter trajectories, while higher angles create steeper, higher but shorter paths. Understanding the optimal angle is essential in sports like soccer, basketball, and golf, where maximizing distance or height can make all the difference. Height from which a projectile is released affects its total flight time and distance traveled. Launching from a higher point gives the projectile more time to stay in the air, allowing it to cover a greater horizontal distance. This principle is seen in sports like basketball, where taller players can shoot from higher positions, and in engineering, where launch platforms are elevated to maximize range. While many basic problems ignore air resistance, it plays a significant role in real-world projectile motion. Air resistance slows down the projectile, reducing its range and altering its trajectory. The effect is more pronounced for lighter objects or those with larger surface areas. Understanding and accounting for air resistance is crucial in sports, aviation, and engineering, where precision and accuracy are essential. Projectile trajectories are typically symmetrical. The path rising to the apex mirrors the path falling back down. This symmetry means the time to reach the highest point equals the time to descend from it. Recognizing this pattern simplifies calculations and helps in predicting motion, especially in sports and engineering applications where timing is crucial. Understanding projectile motion is vital in sports. Athletes use these principles to optimize their performance, whether it's a basketball player shooting a three-pointer, a soccer player kicking a goal, or a gymnast performing a vault. Coaches and trainers analyze trajectories to improve accuracy, distance, and consistency. Mastery of these concepts can give athletes a competitive edge. Engineers apply the principles of projectile motion in designing everything from bridges and buildings to rockets and amusement park rides. Accurate predictions of trajectories ensure safety, efficiency, and optimal performance. Whether launching satellites or designing roller coasters, understanding kinematics is essential for success in engineering projects. Biomechanics uses projectile motion to analyze and improve human movement. From jumping and throwing to running and diving, understanding how the body acts as a projectile helps in injury prevention, rehabilitation, and performance enhancement. Biomechanists use kinematic equations to study athletes and develop better training methods. Frequent misconception is that a faster horizontal speed makes a projectile fall faster. In reality, the time to hit the ground depends only on the initial vertical position in gravity, not the horizontal speed. This is why two objects dropped from the same height, one thrown horizontally and one simply released, land at the same time. Understanding this clears up confusion and helps in accurate analysis. Projectile motion isn't just for athletes and engineers, it's everywhere. From tossing keys to a friend, to water from a fountain, to the arc of a thrown frisbee, we encounter projectile motion daily. Recognizing these patterns helps us appreciate the physics at play in our everyday actions and can even make us better at predicting and controlling outcomes. While basic projectile motion models are useful, they have limitations. They often ignore air resistance, wind, and spin, which can significantly affect real-world trajectories. For more accurate predictions, advanced models and simulations are used, especially in professional sports and engineering. Recognizing these limitations is important for applying the right model to each situation. Let's recap the main points. Projectile motion involves both horizontal and vertical components, with gravity affecting only the vertical. The path is typically symmetrical, and key factors like initial velocity, angle, and height of release determine the trajectory. Understanding these principles allows us to analyze, predict, and optimize motion in sports, engineering, and daily life. Projectile is any object that moves through the air, subject only to gravity and air resistance. This concept is central to understanding a wide range of motions from sports to engineering. By focusing on the forces at play, we can analyze and predict the motion of projectiles with remarkable accuracy. Kinematic equations are mathematical formulas used to describe the motion of projectiles. They relate displacement, velocity, acceleration, and time, allowing us to solve for unknowns in projectile motion problems. Mastery of these equations is essential for anyone studying biomechanics, physics, or engineering. Conclusion: understanding projectile motion is fundamental in biomechanics and many other fields. By mastering the basic principles and equations, you can analyze and predict the movement of objects with confidence. For those interested in deeper study, exploring the effects of air resistance, spin, and advanced modeling will open new doors to understanding and innovation. Keep exploring, and you'll find that the world of motion is both fascinating and endlessly useful.